All right, boys and girls, first and foremost, happy Easter. Okay. If you're a Christian, today is a very good day for you. Anyway, I'm not going to go into that, but happy Easter. I was supposed to have a pretty big practice here today. I'm also not going to get into a rant about that, but people canceled and they canceled on the last minute. Wife and I put in a lot of work and effort to make sure that they had their special dietary needs taken care of. The house was deep cleaned, food was bought, etc., etc. But shit happens. This is the way things work. Free life lesson for anybody out there. Without getting into the weeds and specifics and all of that. If you commit to something, it's like giving your word. And a man is only as good as his word. Unless there's an emergency or something of that nature, you should always keep your word. And if you can't, you don't wait until the last minute to communicate that. You let the person know as long as with as much advance notice as possible. Anyway, off of that soapbox. So I'm left here. It's not that I kind of prepped or took it easy or anything like that on my workouts, but I did do a lot more rehab and blood flow stuff leading up to today for like the last couple of days, just so that I could give these guys a good workout. So today I'm kind of left with this letdown of not being able to do it. So I have some bands. I have a red band here that says it's anywhere from 50 to 125 pounds. I'm guessing obviously extended. And then I have a blue band here that says it's anywhere from 35 to 85 pounds, again, depending on whatever. Now this one, the red band, is wrapped around the leg of the table twice so that I can get the proper depth. And this blue one, is looped around my pulley system once. So I'm gonna actually have both ends of the band in my hand. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work on that initial center table hit that I do, where it's kind of into a back, high hook kind of deal. And then I'm going to hit, and I'm going to hit a few times, and then I'm going to hold. And I've done this a couple of times off camera, and believe me, it works. So the first thing to do, if you're going to set up a band system like this, let me turn up the music here. First thing to do if you're going to set up a band system like this is to take one end of the directly in front of you band and put it on your wrist. Then take the side pressure, or it's more like side pressure, put it around your hand, and then take this one and just wrap it around your pronation, your thumb. And that's it. So now your hand is good and compromised. Now post, where you would normally be, and then just fire. All right, so I fired into it 5 times, and then I held it for 10 seconds. Now I'm just relaxing. I'm gonna do that 2 more times, and then I'll switch the camera and switch this on my left hand and do the same thing. So this is just giving you, with bands, it's a lot safer. It's giving you slight bit of plyometrics, but more isometrics, and you're able to increase the amount of pressure that you're putting on yourself the harder you go, which I like. Bands are a lot safer. Yeah. This will pump you up. Puts a lot of pressure on you, but it doesn't hurt you. So that's good. As long as you're staying in a safe position. You don't want to get stupid and start hitting outside your shoulder. That's not good. I also have 75 pounds on the pulley so that when I'm rocking the table back, it's hitting against 75 pounds of dead weight, you know, the pulley is. Now I don't have the cable super tight, so that's why the table is able to rock, but the 75 pounds is gonna hold me down a little bit and keep the table in one spot, or at least it should be. I had 50 on there and I was rocking the whole table up. So, and I'm also not firing like for real. I'm firing until I feel the table, you know, come up against the weight, and then I hold it there. For the last rep on this 10, I'll fire into it as hard as I can and see what happens. All right, here we go. Yeah, that's what you gotta watch out for. All right, and then I'm just gonna hold now for 10. Yeah. All right, I'll be right back. Switch it over to left hand. Whew. All right, now we're switched over from left. All I did was move the camera, take off the band here, put it over here. It's the same thing. Take this right there. I don't know how explosive I'm going to be with my left compared to my right. But we'll see. Yeah, it's definitely a different breed there. That's all right. So what this is going to do is it's going to give you confidence in your hit and in your static holds. It's going to give you a lot more stability and a lot more confidence in your hit and your static holds, which is what arm wrestling is all about. It's about gaining center, height, and so controlling center, controlling the height, and your static holds. Yeah, I'm really feeling it here, and that's fine. So, it's good stuff. Whew. Now, obviously this isn't going to match practice, right? But I'll probably end up doing this 3 or 4 times today, or more, to give my arms and my central nervous system the proper workout that I would get from a training or a practice session. I'll probably do some cardio too, just to get me going. but it's important to get that center position, right? And make sure that that band is wrapped around your thumb, because what it's doing right now is, if you notice, like if I relax my hand, right, what does it do? It wants to pull me obviously to the side. So this is what your opponent wants to do, right? Your opponent wants to drag you across the table, because the blue band is dragging me across the table and the red band is dragging me that way, right? So sideways, I'm getting pulled sideways and I'm getting pulled that way, which is exactly what your opponent wants to do. If you look right here, this is Devin Larratt, this is Giannis Amalins, this is all kinds of defensive hook territory. So you got defensive top roll, you've got open top roll, you've got defensive hook, all of that sitting right here, okay? So that's what they're trying to get you into, and you don't want to be there, right? You want to control center and you want to control height. So this, to me, does it pretty well. So you're setting up and he's loading like a motherfucker. Ready, go! Ready, go! Ready, go! Ready, go! Yeah. So, I hope that helps. It'll still get a good amount of practice in for me today. Good training. Like I said, I'll probably do that 3, 4, 5 times today. I've seen it before as far as stuff like this, but I tell you what, I'm going to be incorporating this into my weekly training because it feels great. It wears you down, but it doesn't hurt you. And that's the key. Isometrics, band work, underrated. Talk to you guys later. Happy Easter.